So hello students, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel, right? So in the earlier lecture, we have already discussed the phasor diagrams of synchronous machine, synchronous generator and synchronous motor, right? So here today we will discuss the equivalent circuit of synchronous generator, right? Equivalent circuit of synchronous generator we will discuss, right? So have a look at it. So now operating principle and phasor diagram we have already discussed, right? So this is the equivalent circuit of synchronous generator. See, have a look at it. Here we have discussed this space and time phasors, concept of space and time phasors in case of synchronous machines, right? So there we have discussed that in case of synchronous generator, field MMF FF leads resultant MMF FR, right? In case of synchronous generator, and FR is the phasor sum of FF and FA. FA is the armature MMF, FF is the field MMF, FR is the resultant MMF in air gap, right? So when you take the phasor sum of FA and FF, you will get resultant MMF FR on this axis, and here on the same axis you will get air gap, resultant air gap flux phi r, right? So flux and MMF, they are always co-phasor quantity, we have already explained, right? And now at 90-degree phase displacement you will get air gap voltage ER on this axis, right? Okay, so in the equivalent circuit, have a look at it. EF is the field EMF, right? This is the representation of armature reaction reactance JXAR, right? So this one is XAL, it is the representative of armature leakage flux, right? So A suffix AL represents for armature leakage, right? So XAL is the representative of armature leakage, it is known as armature leakage reactance, right? And XAR is armature reaction reactance, right? So depending on the load power factor, armature current is either lagging or leading or at unity power factor, right? And correspondingly you will get the nature of armature reaction, right? Armature reaction means effect of armature MMF on the field MMF, right? So this, the sum of XCR and XCL is nothing but is called as synchronous reactance of the cylindrical rotor synchronous machine. So armature reaction reactance plus armature leakage reactance, the sum of these two is called synchronous reactance, right? So let me tell you, my dear students, these are all phasor quantity, right? So here this is EF is a phasor, VT is the phasor. EF and VT both are time phasor, right? And armature current also, but flux and MMF, they are space phasors. So here this particular voltage, that means voltage at this point, this voltage is called air gap voltage, this one, this particular voltage is called as air gap voltage ER, right? again it's a phasor value, right? So this is air gap voltage. Okay, here now when you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this whole loop, right, you will get circuit equation, this one. So R suffix A is the armature resistance, and finally you will get voltage at the terminal, right? So when the rotor is rotated by the prime mover at synchronous speed, it is cutting the stationary stator conductor. Induced EMF will be developed according to Faraday's law. d phi by dt will give you the induced EMF, and now you will get this voltage across air gap, which is called air gap voltage ER, and armature winding resistance, which is very small, it is represented by RA, and finally this at these two terminals you will get terminal voltage across synchronous generator, which is VT, right? So here this and this and this, they are all phasor quantity. Phasor means the quantity which will have its magnitude along with its some angle, right? Angle with magnitude is phasor quantity, right? So when you apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law in this whole loop, you can get this circuit equation. So in this whole loop you can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law, right? So in the direction of current flow there is a voltage drop, basic electrical technology first semester convention. So current is flowing like this, that means the later terminal will be negative, representing the voltage drop. Here also in the direction current is flowing like this, so in the direction of current flow this will be the voltage drop, that means later terminal will be negative, representing the voltage drop, and this will be plus sign. Here also current is flowing like this, right? So this means this later terminal will be negative and this will be plus. Now you can apply Kirchhoff's voltage law, minus to plus, plus EF minus IA JXAR minus IA JXL minus IARA plus to minus minus VT, right? Loop completes and you will get this circuit equation. So VF is equal to, they are all phasor quantity, EF is equal to VT plus IA RA plus, when you take IA common you will get RA plus JXL plus JXR, right? XS is a synchronous reactance of cylindrical rotor. Remember cylindrical rotor, this is for cylindrical rotor and not for salient pole, right? Salient pole, it is different, right? So synchronous reactance, X is a synchronous reactance of cylindrical rotor synchronous machine. As you know, the cylindrical rotor, for cylindrical rotor you will have uniform air gap, right? See this kind of rotor is called cylindrical rotor, right? So everywhere you will get uniform air gap, right? Unlike your salient pole. So there the treatment is different. Since we are taking cylindrical rotor, so XS is cylindrical reactance of XS is a synchronous reactance of cylindrical rotor synchronous machine, right? XCR is armature reaction reactance, XCL is armature leakage reactance. So in place of this XCR plus XCL, put XS, because XS is the sum of these two. So EF is equal to VT plus IA RA plus JXS. Further, this whole quantity, this RA plus JXS, this is called ZS. ZS is the synchronous impedance, right? AR is the air gap voltage, you know this. ZS is the synchronous impedance of the winding, alright? Now after this you can further simplify this phasor, circuit diagram. For simplicity, for the ease of calculation, you can make this circuit diagram like this. Simply put in place of XCR and XCL, put XS, right? Synchronous reactance. So when I put this, you will get this much only, remaining make RA as it is. VT is the terminal voltage, EF and VT phasor, I is a phasor value, right? So now if you analyze that, armature resistance is very small, right? It is around 1% to 2% only, right, of the synchronous reactance XS, right? or in per unit, when you divide by 100, you can say that it is only 0.01 per unit to 0.02 per unit. It is very small, so you can neglect this. But when you take the order of armature leakage reactance, it is of the order of 0.15 per unit. What is the order of armature reaction reactance? It is of the order of 0.85, right? Excess, so it will be in the range of 1 per unit. Now if you compare RA and XS, XS is greater than RA. XS is very greater than RA, because XS is almost 100 to 200 times more than this RA. So when you solve the numerical, you will clearly understand this with the numerical values, right? So except efficiency calculations, generally we can neglect armature resistance RA for all practical purposes for ease of calculations, right? But when you have to do efficiency calculation, then you must take this RA in calculation. Then you should not neglect it, right? For getting the exact value of efficiency and other calculations. But for all practical purposes, for ease of calculation, you can neglect this armature resistance RA in comparison to synchronous reactance XS. So when you ignore this RA, simply you will get XS, right? JXS. So finally you are left with this circuit. This is the very simplified circuit in which you have EF and JXS and at the terminal VT, right? So finally the circuit equation becomes EF is equal to VT plus IA into JXS, right? These are all phasor quantity. So this is the most simplified circuit equation of the synchronous generator, right? EF is equal to terminal voltage VT. EF is the field excitation. EF is equal to VT terminal voltage VT plus IA into JXS, right? So when you apply Kirchhoff's voltage law, you can get this circuit equation, right? EF is equal to VT plus IA into JXS, right? So thank you very much. Thanks for watching. For all such kind of conceptual videos, you can always subscribe to this channel, right? For all conceptual clarity, we can always watch this such kind of video. So please do subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. If you like, you can repeat this. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching and do subscribe this channel.